What's up, ladies and gentlemen? My name is Putty, and welcome back to MAW Mid-Atlantic Wrestling. This is the Rip Chord Invitational 9, the first show of the new year. El Mitico is elsewhere, but we have nobody is causing shit backstage. Great. We got a new owner goal in between episodes. Cannot hire or extend the contract of anybody who has an industry reputation of less than 35. This coming from the owner of a developmental promotion. You're a bit of a dick there, Mr. Sam Keith. I always want to call him Sam Strong. One little thing that also happened that I should maybe mention. American Elemental, he's an R guy. He is an R wrestler. He is... he's on loan, but he just signed for Pride Glory Wrestling, or Pride Glory Heavyweight Wrestling? Pride Glory something or other, on a written deal. So he left everywhere else, but he still got his one appearance with us to fulfill before he heads over to a bigger company in Japan. We're going to renew the contracts of both Cameron Jones and Miller Ford. I took a look at them. I was thinking about letting them go, but they both have good enough skills, and they might develop a little better over the next couple of months. I also changed a couple of gimmicks around. Ugh, I'm moving my microphone, which is why there's so much noise right now. Okay, sorry about that. Yeah, I changed a couple of gimmicks around, including, I believe, Casey Valentine. Yep, has a new gimmick. Findlay Faraday has a new gimmick, and Steve Flash has a new gimmick. And we're going to be trying them out today. A gimmick over the threshold of 70 can really help a guy to get over, so we're going to try and get our bigger guys over. Most of the feuds we set up last time are going to remain. We got Frosure versus Greg Gage, and that's going to go on for like 3 or 4 months. Mean Gene versus Cameron, that's going to go on for 3 or 4 months. Then we got the Rip Chord Invitational. These 4 are probably going to end up feuding for a couple months. Why are there... Steve... Okay, there we go. People probably noticed that last episode. It's meant to be Stephen Parker, not Steve Flash. There you go. So, yeah, we got that. And also, I put this one in here, the Forgotten Princes. I don't know if that's how you spell princes. Findlay O'Faraday and Hollywood Brett Starr. I kind of think that in the storyline, Hollywood wouldn't be allowed a title shot against Cammy ever again, so he's got to wait until the title changes hands. Findlay was also the title contender last year, who's kind of written out of it. What we're going to do with that is basically every match that those two has this year is going to contribute to the storyline, because obviously Robbie Wright is in the storyline, the commentator. So we're hopefully going to get those two over enough to the point where they can like semi-main the end of year shows, and then we'll probably put Hollywood back into a title contention, or maybe even Findlay, depending on who has the belt around there. Probably Matthew Keith, so it probably will be Findlay. So the show, the Rip Chord Invitational, which is a really big tournament, so we're going to do the full 8-man tournament, and we'll have the main event, of course, be Matthew Keith versus Frankie Perez. Huge stars in this promotion right now. Probably our biggest. Matthew Keith probably deserves to win that too. So open, called, slow build, decisive. There you go. That's our main event. So what's our semi-main going to be? I was thinking of doing Cammy versus Mean Gene, and we probably should. Yeah, I don't know how we're going to get Mean Gene to earn the title shot, so let's just throw him out there. We didn't do this last year, did we? No, we couldn't have, because Mean Gene was a heel, and Cammy was a baby. Was also a heel at the time. Now he's a babyface, but he was a heel at the time. There you go. We put Cammy over, obviously, because Cammy is Cammy. And he is basically our ace. He's our Tanahashi, he's our John Cena. Okay. Okay, so now we got to fill out with the semi-finals. I wish El Mitico was here, because he's perfect for this tournament, because he can do 10 matches a night. I would not be surprised if he could do 10 matches a night without tiring. Matthew Keith and Casey Glenn, wasn't it? Holy shit, this could be a good show. There's a lot of potential here. I'm going to have Keith go over. Open, called, all out. In fact, I'm not going to go all out. Even though it's right for the time, it's wrong for the occasion, because Matthew still has to wrestle another match tonight, so it's not fair on him to go all out in his big match, in the semi-finals and quarter-final matches. Just get through them, basically. Frankie goes over in an open, scripted, decisive. Ooh, wait, no. These two don't need to be scripted. Open, decisive, called fashion. Frankie's got enough psychology, and I'm assuming Stephen Parker does too. Yep. Good. That's our 2 semi-finals, and then we gotta book our 4 quarter-finals, and then if there's any time left at all, then we'll think about putting on another match. So Matthew Keith versus American Elemental. It's sad we've got we've got a guy who's just signed for a written Japanese a written Japanese company on staff tonight, and we're deciding to put him in a 6-minute quarter-final match in a admittedly very prestigious tournament, but still. Roger Cage, on the other hand, I have no qualms about jobbing out early on, because although he's good, he's by no means... he's an indie star, you know? He's here working a date. He might not even be able to call a match. Oh, he can. Especially when he's up against someone so good. That's the thing. A worker's ability to call a match is not just his ability, it's all... What? Who gave you creative control? They gave you creative control? Why would they give you creative control? Holy shit. I can't believe they gave him creative control. Creative control basically allows him to just block anything that he doesn't like. Luckily Frankie is over enough to get past that. Holy shit. I'm surprised they gave him creative control. That's usually for much more important people. Cameron, are you a heel? I think you are, right? You gotta be. Just look at you. Yeah, you're a heel. I assume so, anyway. I don't know for sure, but I think you're a heel. I could check. I'm pretty sure you're a heel. Okay, Casey over. Open, script that. And decisive. Here you go. Put Matthew and Frankie. And Stephen Parker actually should be earlier on than that. It's okay, we'll put Stephen Parker next. Well, in between... Never mind, I'll show you later. Stephen Parker taking on... Not Stephen Flash. Stephen Parker taking on a heel... No, babyface. Exclude booked. Nigel. Nigel sounds like a good idea. Great tournament. I think those 8 men are pretty good. I think it improves the prestige of the tournament. For those of you actually wondering about in-game mechanics, the only thing that affects the prestige of the tournament is the final match. So don't worry about putting on great. You don't even have to put on a tournament. You can just put on one match and it'll still act exactly the same. I just like to put on a tournament because I like it for the story purposes. Alright, gotta run some tag team matches with the Ring Generals, who I should put into a storyline just to get over a little bit more. Although they don't really need to be in one since they're going to be winning a lot. I still want to put on a bunch of thrown together face tag teams so that I can try and find some chemistry. Citizen X and Nate DeMarcus seems like a good one. Although I somehow feel like we've done that before. Well, we haven't done it against the Ring Generals, that's for sure. And of course, Dean Waldorf goes over Nate DeMarcus. Well, it didn't have to be Dean Waldorf, but it probably did have to be Nate DeMarcus. And decisive victory. Crushing victory. And we'll probably put that as a cooldown between, those 2 matches. We'll also run a tag team match involving Findlay and Hollywood. So Hollywood on one side Findlay on one side with For Sure, and Hollywood on the other side with Casey Valentine. Sounds like a good idea. It's a good match. It's not going to set the world on fire, but if it could pull a D+, C-, then I would be happy with it. Probably a 10-minute match. Who is the most valuable person in this match? Probably Fro. It might be Hollywood, but it's probably Fro. Open. All out. This could be called. 1 second, let me just check. Oh no, it can't be. Frozier is in the match. Just remembered that. Yep, gotta watch, because he is good, but he has to be scripted. For now. That's improving a lot, actually. That's a surprising amount of improvement from that psychology level. Wow, okay, hold on. Just gotta keep him in matches with better psych people then, and then eventually he'll be able to call his matches, which will be a benefit to the entire promotion. We'll open the show with this. We'll actually have him work the crowd as well. They should be able to heat him up. Get him ready for the big show. Yeah. This is probably the 2nd biggest show of the year. Most people consider it the biggest show of the year. Okay, so, like I said, I want to do some stuff with Hollywood and Findlay this year, because I want to see if I can get them both over enough to main event or semi-main event a show, because I like them, but they haven't done fantastic things this year, so we're just going to stick with them. We're going to give them a prolonged angle time and see if we can get them over enough. And then after tonight, we will have both of them squashing jobbers every time they're on screen. And we'll put Cammy in a promo. We'll put Cammy in a promo after the match finishes. He's celebrating, and he's like, yeah, you suck, Mean Gene. You suck donkey balls, Mean Gene. You awful. Why don't you just retire? God damn, Mean Gene, why? Yeah. Celebration. Oh, is there no entertainment celebration, or is it post-match? There you go. There you go. Matthew Keith celebrates after his match. He should be good at doing that. 6 minutes. And we still have some time, and I'm willing to use it. I'm willing to abuse it. I'm going to try and put Casey Valentine into a self-promotion angle or two, because he's good enough for them. Holy shit, I can't believe how over he is, though. It's a ridiculous level of overness. I'm not expecting that to do too well, but it doesn't have to do fantastically, just reasonably. Does Frankie Perez have the chops to cut a fantastic promo? That's not bad. Plus, he's really over. So we'll give it a go. I'm not expecting miracles from him either. Okay, we're pretty much at our limit. Are we going to have a sellout? We're going to have more than a sellout. Are we... Yeah, we're still in the 1,000 capacity arena, but that's fine. We'll have a sellout. Okay, that's the show. Fingers crossed. Hope to God. You know, whatever you want to do. It just has to go well. Wait, did we put the title on the line in that match? We did. We put the title on the line in that match? Yep. And there's no other title matches. Okay, fingers crossed. Come on. Looking for a C or higher from the entire show. Okay, well, the two gimmicks are good, Casey and Findlay. Other than that, this wasn't fantastic. But it works. C- is okay. Yeah, that's fine. And that is pretty good, yeah. Roger Cage isn't one of our guys, but it is good to see a good match anyway. I hope this is going to get better, but it's okay for now. Of course they put on a stunner. Well done, guys. Whatever, that's fine. This is also good. So far we have not had a lower than a C- match. It's probably going to change soon. This isn't too bad, actually, from Casey. Nice. All of our semi-finals got C- or higher. Sorry, quarterfinals. Here's the start of our semi-finals, and it's a C+. Great chemistry from Frankie and Steven. That'll be good. I'm surprised with great chemistry it did so poorly, then. I guess it's not poor, it's a really good match, but these two are great wrestlers with good chemistry. I guess Frankie needs a better gimmick soon. And that's not bad at all. Another fantastic match from these two, who have delivered time in, time out. And, yep, Matthew Keith is progressed to the finals. And, of course, that had to ruin it, but it cooled down the crowd anyway. Even though it lifted them, great. Nate Marcus was off his game. Maybe we got a C- if he wasn't. Probably not, though. I think we've got an angle. We do. Findlay O'Faraday gets a C+. Good lad, good lad. And then... the title match, this should do well. Yeah, of course it does. These two are good. I didn't have any doubt. They always put on good matches. We did put an angle in between the semi-main and the main, right? Yes, we did. Oof. Alright, come on. Big match. Yes! Continue to impress me. Lovely stuff. Frankie Perez. The gimmick didn't get in the way, but there, did it? They were both fatigued, too, because of the tournament. Matthew Keith wins the Rip Chord Invitational Challenge. And takes the celebration way too far. Which is fine with me. And the best show we have ever ran. I continue to say this, don't I? So Matthew Keith and obviously Hollywood needs a hug every show. And then I'll tell Cammy he did well. So, told they're awesome. Praised for a good performance. And then Hollywood. I give Hollywood a hug every week. Every month. Because I feel like he needs one. Eventually, I'm sure he'll get rid of those morale issues, and then he'll pull something again, and he'll get right back on that morale train. But oh well. Time to heal for both Frankie and Matthew. Yeah, that's fine though, because we only run a show every month. Brett Starr has morale issues. At least it's not big morale issues. Alright, so what I did, because I looked up this the other day, if I go to finance and then go to production, I changed the event distribution from DVD/home video to internet. I did this because I read that it speeds up your popularity gains in certain areas. 1 second, if I track progress. We only gained 1, which is what we usually gain. But I think they said it speeds up your popularity gain in certain areas, but only to a certain limit. And I hear that it was 25. So possibly, if we start moving to the Mid-South, actually, we should probably move to our spillover areas. Like the Great Lakes would be a good expansion area for us. So if we moved over there to the Great Lakes, then it could gain popularity a little faster than we have been doing. But yeah, we might be at our limit for that over here. Let's take a look at Cammy. Cammy's probably our main guy, first of all. Cammy Vessey. He is a solid C. Nice. He's way more over than our company is. Let's take a look at Casey, because did he win? No, he took the fall, so screw him. It was Fro who won the tag team match. And he got a big boost from that. Yeah, it's 4 points of boost. That's good. Got to keep getting him over. Keep improving every one of his stats. Whoa! Did I just see what I thought I saw? God, this guy can talk. Wow, gonna be putting him on the mic at some point. Hollywood Brett Starr. He didn't take the fall, but he did take the loss, and that hasn't. Oh shit! Yes, it has. He dropped 5 points in popularity from that. What about Findlay? He had a good promo this week. And he's up 4 points this week. The win and the promo. KC lost in the semis, and he is up to 30. Nice. Stephen Parker lost in the semis, and he is up to 45. Wow. Nice. Frankie was the runner-up, and he is up to 48. Nice. And then, of course, Matthew Keith is our kind of like our second guy right now, probably the biggest heel in the company, is a C- pop, ladies and gentlemen. Holy shit. That's 6 points of gain right there. Holy shit. Matthew Keith. And he's awesome too. Nice. Great. And we also got Casey's gimmick went well. Yep. Findlay's gimmick went well, I think, if I remember right. Yep. And let's see, did Steve's gimmick go well? We didn't use him. Forgot about him. Let's have a look at the Rip Chord Invitational. It went up in prestige. And Matthew Keith is the 2014 winner, which is good. I don't think he's ever won it before. Doesn't really matter, because we had Cammy win it twice. Well, we didn't, but the game did. And Mainstream Hernandez, who may make a return soon. Possibly. We don't know. I think I've talked about that before. Steve Flash won it. Sam Keith Classic, obviously. We had Frankie and Mikey win it before they left. Matthew Keith has already won it. So, not sure. Probably the Ring Generals this year. Probably. Okie dokie. And I would also like to look actually at the Mid-America. Yeah, there you go. I don't think it's changed. I think it was 90. Maybe it was 89, but I think it was 90 before this episode started. Once we get it to 100, I might even change the Mid-Atlantic American Championship to a main event title, so that we can have like a IWGP Intercontinental and Heavyweight kind of situation going on, where they're pretty much the same. The Intercontinental is a little bit lower, but they can both main event shows. It depends on who the champion is. I looked at Fro already, I think that's about it, really. Matthew Keith is obviously at the top of our list. Cammy is still on there, thank God. Hollywood's still on there for some reason. I don't love Hollywood. How's Robbie's charisma doing? Because it should be improving. Ooh, it's hit a bit of a rock. It hit a bit of a stall there, I think. Yeah, it's stalled. His microphone's improving every week. His acting is improving slightly. Sorry, every month. Star quality is staying the same. That tends to stay the same, though. Where's his announcing? It's other, right? Yeah, it's staying at 0. That's weird. That's really weird. He's on the announce booth. It should be improving. He's a great heel. I really should use him in the ring more. Oh well. Miller Ford, he's the guy I just renewed his contract. I didn't think he was the next big thing. Hot prospects, you got Glenn, Mitiko, Greg, Robbie, and Sid. Ooh, Sid, you say? Should use Sid a bit more as well. Talk the talk is Sam, Fro, Hollywood. Ugh, I disagree. Hollywood's... no. Sid's next, and Matthew. Who's not... sorry, who's hot? Cammy, Frankie, Matthew, surprisingly. Stephen Parker, obviously. That's good that 3 of the 4 semi-finalists in our tournament are up there, as long as our as well as our world champion. And then these guys, again, I'm not too bothered that they're not bad. Steve Flash is the only one in time to decline, and he's only here to train people anyway, so it doesn't really matter. Okay, I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, please do a thumbs up. Check out this series. Next time is the Wrestling Classic. See you guys then.